Right, welcome back. Had to restart the stream because the old internet was playing up just on the system reset and it took a while to load up. So started the video a bit too soon after the reset and it's messed me up. But now I'm back and we can talk about this FA Cup final again, where, if I'm being totally honest with you, I think the title says it all. Really, robbed is how I'm feeling. There's no other way of putting it. In my opinion, two clear penalties that we should have had throughout the game. One on João Pedro, one on Hato. And it's disappointing. I'm absolutely, I'm gutted that we've lost this FA Cup final. Now, I probably wouldn't have been so gutted if I didn't feel like we could have won the game. And I felt like we could have won that game. Now, going into the game, based on our performance throughout the season, I haven't had much hope. I didn't really feel like we would win anything. I wasn't nervous, and maybe that was because I'd kind of accepted that we probably won't win this game. But there was a part of me that thought, you know what, Chelsea in a cup final with interim managers is a recipe for disaster, especially if we are the underdogs for any team. It's a dangerous scenario for any other team to be in. We've proven it before. We've proven it against City before when they were best in the world, beating them in the Champions League. So part of me was, bring it on. Let's play this FA Cup. I mean, if we lose, I didn't expect to win anyway. And if we win, well, that's what we do. Heritage. But to lose like that, I'm gutted, man. I'm absolutely gutted because I actually, like, for a good part of that game, I thought, you know what, we got them on their toes here. We can go on and we can. There's no reason why we can't nick a win here. We can't win this game. We're playing well. We're creating opportunities. We're rattling in their defense. They're not really creating much. They're not having many opportunities. They get one moment of magic, and that was a fantastic goal, by the way, by Semenyo. Let's not downplay the goal that they scored. That was brilliant. That little flick, that's why they signed him. That's superb. And he hasn't really been having a great time at City in the last 3, 4, 5 games, maybe. He's looked a little bit out of place. He's looked a little bit, rusty. His touch has been all over the place. He's standing out because obviously there is a lot of quality in that team. He's standing out as one of them that's not got the quality, but today he showed it with a fantastic flick on goal. Puts them ahead 1-0. Now, if we go all the way back to the start of the game, first half an hour, you're looking at it going, okay, City have had a lot of the ball. They've had a lot more possession than Chelsea. If anyone is going to score, it's going to be City. They're creating some chances and they're getting some corners out of it. Free kicks in deep areas of Chelsea's half. Not really testing the goalkeeper. They had the ball in the back of the net, which was a clear offside. I wouldn't suggest that was something to look at and go, oh, they're ripping it up. They've scored a goal. No, he was miles offside. He crossed the ball in, tapped it in. It was offside. Players knew it was offside straight away. I thought we'd done well to contain them in that first 30 minutes. We did struggle a little bit to get any sort of momentum going, any sort of possession going. And it looked like it was going to be City's game. But then, it took a change. And City had to start doing some defending. And we got into the rhythm of the game. Took us a while. But once we started, breaking, that right-hand side pass out to Gusto was always on. And we was finding him each and every time. Now, Gusto, for me, is a player that I find him quite frustrating. Even defensively, I find him frustrating. Attacking, I find him frustrating. He's very good at getting up and down the pitch, does the legwork. When it comes to quality on the ball, I think he lacks quality on the ball. His first touch is not great. I don't think his crossing's great. I think he gets a little bit panicky up top. I don't think he really knows what he wants to do next with the ball. Gets like nosebleed, as they say. And he's frustrated. He frustrates me. I thought we'd done okay today, but there was moments where I thought, you know what, if we had a much better right back there or full back, whatever you want to say, we could have really hurt him. Someone who's going to drive into the box and, you know, cause problems for the defender. He kind of gets stuck and you kind of think, well, he's either going to pass backwards or he's going to try and cross it. It's either going to get blocked or it's going to be overhit. So it's like, you know, he did get a few crosses in today, but most of them, one of them was absolutely dreadful. And the other one, I think he overhit. So I found his performance frustrating, although he was good at getting up and down that line and being an outlet for us. We went with a three at the back today. Hato, Colwell, Fofana. I thought Colwell today was brilliant. You can see how much we've missed Colwell in that side. His passing today was spot on every single time. Spot on. Passing through the line, straight into the striker, into the midfield, picking out them passes that a lot of our other centre backs struggle to do. And you can see where, like, we've had a massive issue playing out the back all season. The panic. He brings a little bit of calm on the ball. Defensively, I think he's really good. And his presence in that back three, which it was today, I think he's stabilised it since he's come into the squad again. I don't feel panicky with what I'm seeing at the back line anymore with him there. I know it's only been 2 games, but I feel a lot more confident with his presence being there. Now, Fofana, I thought he done okay today. He had a little bit of a brain fart at one point. Hato, I thought was good. Done very well. I don't even know what he was doing up the pitch that high. And I thought he should have won a pen. Should have been a pen. Thought he done very well to continue the run into the box. And Kusanov got let off so much today. I'm just going to double check. Did he even get a yellow card? Because if Kusanov didn't even get a yellow card, you're having a laugh. The way this guy, he did get a yellow card. Good. Because the way this guy kept roughing up our players. I mean, I actually like Kusanov because I like the way that he plays. I think he's a brute. I think he's an animal. Like, if he's taking the ball, he's taking the player with him. And those challenges that he put in against João Pedro and Hato, for me, penalties. And we didn't get them. VAR weren't interested. And we look at a challenge, for example, Enzo Fernandez's booking. Yes, he went in a bit aggressive. Yes, he's left the ground, but he wins the ball. And wins the ball quite comfortably. And because he's gone through the ball and the player, he's given a foul. And I don't think there was any dangerous. If you watched the replay, it wasn't dangerous. It was just a solid, strong tackle. And I like that. He did get nutmegged by Doku. I think that was him, or was it Palmer? It might have been Palmer that got nutmegged by Doku. And Enzo just come through and smashed him. But that yellow card, I look at that and go, well, come on, ref. Like, what are you playing at? Like, what is this? But yeah, first half, I thought we had a very good balance of defence and attack. I thought Palmer today. I thought Palmer had a very good game today. I know he didn't spend much of the time up the other end of the pitch attacking. When he did attack, I thought he done very well. I thought he had a very good dribble in the second half. I thought he was doing well with the link-up play. I just think he had a good all-round game today, Palmer. But what stood out for me more than anything, and I think it reflected with the comments by the commentators, was his defensive contributions, protecting Gusto on that right-hand side, blocking Doku from cutting in every single time. There was a fair few times. Like, Doku couldn't do anything today because Palmer was always there. There was one opportunity where he did get past Palmer and he got up straight away and tackled him back. They tried screaming for a foul. It wasn't a foul. And we move on. Very happy with Cole Palmer today. João Pedro, I thought, had a difficult game to begin with. He looked a little bit sloppy in the first half, misplacing passes. You know, there was that opportunity where he could have laid it off to Enzo Fernandez, who could have had a shot on goal. He kind of got stuck in two minds and, you know, had a tame shot in the end. But then I thought he grew into the game. And, you know, once the link up gets going, he's brilliant. He's running off the ball. He's brilliant. He's dribbling. He's good. There was a moment down the left-hand side. He was causing problems for Nunes. Nunes did end up doing well with defensively and winning the ball, but he caused enough issues there. And his closing down was good today. But then when you ultimately look at the game, the result and how it's panned out, we just needed to execute the final third just a little bit better. Just a little bit better, and we would have been winning this game. We wouldn't even needed the penalties. Enzo Fernandez, I thought, decent game. Decent. He had a fair few occasions where he tried to play the through ball and it just didn't make it through. If it did make it through, you're looking at him going, wow, what pass. But he didn't make it through. So you look at it and going, come on. You know, there's two ways of looking at it. You can look at it and go, he ain't getting the ball through. But he's the only one seeing that pass. So all in all, I actually think we played very well today. And I think that we could win that game on another day. If we get our decisions going our way, we're definitely winning that game. And it's a much bigger contrast to how we've been playing throughout the whole season. We've been terrible the whole season. Not often do I come out especially this season, not often have I come away and said, you know what, we've lost the game, but we played well. I've been spending the majority of the season saying we've won the game, but we played shit. But in other news, City obviously lift the FA Cup. And as a result of that, the news coming out of that is XABI Alonso is now Chelsea's manager. Now, whether he's here for the long term or not, I don't know. He's got a 4-year contract apparently. How long that lasts, we don't know. At the moment, Blueco have not employed a manager that, one, the fans are happy with or all together on, and one that has, you know, we've offered in an extension to say, you know what, you can have more time. They've all gone so far. For me, this is the first step for next season. We've appointed a good manager. A lot of the fans wanted XABI Alonso, so they've listened to the fans on this one. It's a good recruitment. It's a good appointment. It wasn't my first choice, I'll be honest with you, but it was one that I said I would employ. My first choice would be to go out and get, you know, your very established managers, your Tuchels. My actual first choice was Jurgen Klopp, which obviously is unrealistic, and we know it's unrealistic, but that's the type of caliber of manager that I was looking at. Jurgen's, maybe even Simeone's, the Tuchels, Jose Mourinho even, I'd have had him back. But saying that, I did say I wouldn't mind a Fabregas and I wouldn't mind an Alonso, because I believe that these players need to have someone on that training pitch which they can look at and they can realise that actually, you know what, this manager is better than us. We're training and he's pinging passes left, right and centre, picking out people better than us. He's fizzing the ball across the pitch and we can't do that. How can we chat to this manager when he can kick ball better than us? The guy is a legend of the game. He's well established in football. There's nothing that these players can step to him and say. He's won it all. What can they say to him? Then you look at his managerial aspects, and he done a very good job at Bayer Leverkusen. That story is well known, invincible. With a team that you think, you know what, hasn't got many stars in there. Then he goes to Real Madrid, which is the next level. Real Madrid, for any manager, is a tough ask. You have to be top manager to manage that club. Jose Mourinho supposedly going back there, but look at all the issues in the background at Real Madrid with the fallouts between the players, the fighting. They're now singling out Mbappe. He's had all of them problems. But when you actually look at his results, what, he lost 6 games, something like that, for Real Madrid. still had an 80%, or no, it might have been 70. I think 70% win percentage, which is not bad for a Real Madrid manager. But it didn't work out there. It doesn't mean it's not going to work out here, because there is Chelsea fans that, you know, have called that out. And I've seen Chelsea fans last week not particularly happy with his links to Liverpool and his love for Liverpool. Is it a worry? People are saying it is, because, you know, his heart will be at Liverpool, and when the opportunity knocks, that might be his route. And, you know, like, I get that. I get his affection. What do you call it? I can't remember. His links. I get his links to Liverpool. I understand it. But it doesn't mean that he's not going to come here and do a professional job. At the end of the day, people forget that a lot of his career was made at Real Madrid. Became a legend there, as well as a legend in Liverpool. But he's here now. It's one to look forward to. It's the first step, in my opinion, of the owners who get absolute pelters from all of us because we're fed up with them. This is the first step in getting the recruitment right for next season. The first step. It doesn't stop here. This is what people need to understand. The recruitment does not stop at the manager. The first thing they've done right is get the right appointment in. Ones the fans are happy to see, ones that fans are excited to see, and ones the fans believe can do a good job. And you actually look at his credentials and you go, okay, that ain't bad. The next step is he needs to be backed. He needs to have the players at his disposal that he's interested in signing for his system of play. That's the next step of the recruitment. If that's not done correctly, then we're back to square one going into next season. Next season should be a lot easier for him because we're not going to be in Europe. So, do you know what? That's another thing I just realised. Absolutely robbed today. They don't want Chelsea in Europe. There's no way. That was our opportunity to get in the Europa League. I mean, I'm not too fussed. I want to be in the Champions League. I don't want to be in these other competitions. But if we get there, we go there and we try and win it. A bit like the Conference League. And I just realised now, losing that game means we're definitely not going to be in Europe. But I anticipated that anyway by looking at our league form anyway. So I'm kind of, you know, accepted it a while ago. So we're looking like we're going to have not as many games as we had this season, that's for sure. Maybe these players can get a little bit of a rest because we've played a serious amount of games over the last 2 seasons, especially with the Club World Cup there as well. So, you know what? I'm looking forward to this XABI Alonso appointment. I'm disappointed with the FA Cup final. I'm fuming with VAR once again, and the way it just fixes games. What more can we do? But overall, the performance on the pitch from the lads was a lot better, a lot better. And I thought they actually done well today. And I think we were unlucky not to win today. A moment of brilliance from Semenyo. You've got to give him his props. That was fantastic. Don't think City were at the races like they, you know, usually were. Haaland was very quiet today. Marmoush on the pitch today was a strange addition by Pep. Don't think he really done much. Haaland actually gets the assist for Semenyo. He done well there, to be fair. I've got to mention that. But yeah, not what I expected from City today, to be honest. And I thought we caused them problems. What I do know is if we can maintain that level of performance against Tottenham, we beat them. And if we do it against Sunderland, we beat them. It's a little bit too late, but all that we've got riding on now is beating Tottenham. That's probably the only thing left of this season for us. Beat Tottenham and try and relegate them. That's it. But listen, if you're tuning in on X, make sure you head over to the YouTube. drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm 5 away from 250. Small channel, trying to make it grow. So head on over there, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll probably see you on Tuesday for the Tottenham live stream in a bit.